Okay, today I am just... Ugh. I'm screwing it up. Before, like, the cutscene was getting, like, chopped up because I was coming in and out on full screen, and then I switched to borderless, and then I misnamed the Princess of Moonbrook. I misspelled what I intended her name to be. Alright. So we will just... That was like a save game notice I've seen a zillion times now.
Once upon a time, a young hero, descended from the legendary warrior Erdrick, defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord and restored peace and light to the world. Having done so, he set off on a journey with his new bride, and together they founded a kingdom of their own. This kingdom came to be ruled by their children, and by their children after them. Under the enlightened rule of the scions of Erdrick, the nation grew ever greater and more prosperous. As the years passed, other adventurous scions forged forth into the unknown, founding new kingdoms in their ancestors' image. Thus came there to be 3 nations ruled by those descended of the hero and his maiden. The first and oldest of the 3 was the Kingdom of Middenhall, named after the castle built by the hero and his bride.
Oh, my beautiful boy.
Thou wilt grow into a fine leader of the land. Of this I am certain.
After Middenhall was founded the Kingdom of Cannock, a nation nestled betwixt misty mountains and lush forests.
Look, husband, he possesseth thy steely gaze.
A handsome devil, to be sure. Now, what name might befit one so dashing?
Just double checking spellings now. Which you do when you screwed that part up.
It is perfect, is it not?
The very height of perfection, my dear. A mighty name for a yet mightier heir.
Lastly came the Kingdom of Moonbrook, founded by a spell-casting scion to whom weavers of magic flocked from the world over.
Dear, supposest thee the princes of Middenhall and Cannock might deign to play with our daughter when the 3 are older?
I doubt not, but they shall forge a fellowship most firm, as I did with my cousins the kings. But first, she will need a name that befitteth her station. And, after great pondering, I believe I have happened upon just that. Come, lend me thine ear.
Okay. I missed the A the last time I did this. Elizabeth. Referring to basically all the historical figures of royalty.
Yes, it is lovely. And her future will be bright. I swear it.
Thus did the legendary line continue into another generation. Some years later,
thou art grown most formidable. Thine ancestors' blood runneth strong in thy veins.
Oh, please, Father. Thou knowest full well mine abilities pale in comparison to thine. Thou hast mastered all manner of spells, of which I as yet know naught.
'Tis true, I was once a caster of no little renown, though now...
Father!
Alas, some matters are beyond even the purview of magic.
Come, Father. Let us repair to thy chamber. What now?
By the goddess! Guards! Assemble!
Majesty, I bring grave tidings! Look hath reported an army of fiends upon the horizon. They draw ever closer.
Curse thee, Hargon!
Argon?
Yeah, it's not a good day for the people in this castle. I've watched this on YouTube, and this scene is changed slightly from the original version.
Muster the castle guard! Keep them out! I too will make...
Father!
Sire!
Care not for this old fool. Go to thy captain. Tell him...
I fear it is too late!
No! No!
Begone, fiends!
Father! What is happening? What will become of us?
Turning him into a magic king does kind of make sense.
Still thy heart. Thou shalt escape this place.
They kind of portray him as a melee fighter in the older versions.
Oh, I'd recognize those ugly mugs anywhere. It's the king and his darling daughter. Lord Hargon was clear in his instructions. Let no one live.
Just as I feared. Wherefore now? It mattereth not. Moonbrook will not fall today. They knew our faces.
Took him a minute to learn to figure that out.
This way, my child.
Father, please, I do not understand.
Listen to me. Thou hast thy mother's beauty and her wisdom. Thou wert ever our pride and our joy. Since the day of thy birth, everything I have done for thee. would trade 1,000 lives to live this one with thee anew.
Thou speakest as if this is the last time we shall be together. I shall never leave thy side.
Come. This is my kingdom, and I refuse to relinquish it without a fight!
Squeeze! There he is! He may be old, but he knows a spell or two. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Wherefore do you tarry so? Do not tell me you have had a change of heart. Today, you battled the bloodline of Erdrick!
Nope.
Ah!
Yeah, it was a single monster originally that does him in. Like appears from behind him. Like they do wave in, but not quite like that. But changing him into a king that wields magic is a little bit more fitting considering the princess's abilities. So, I mean. And this guy originally has a brutal fight of his way out of the castle. But I guess like he gets overwhelmed and just doesn't die is another way to do it too.
Must warn Middenhall.
There thou art, beloved son. Though thou seemst mightily vexed, didst thou dream ill-omened dreams, perchance? Our dreams are the mirror of our souls, my boy. If ever aught should trouble thee, thou must needs share it. Thus is a problem halved, as the saying goes. But enough of such talk. Today is a day like any other, and thou must needs be about thy duties. Pray, go into the streets of the city and walk amongst thy people. Speak to them of their hopes and fears, that thou might one day rule wisely over them. And thence to the practice ground, that thy sword might one day suffice to protect them. For thou art mine heir, but thou art also heir to mighty Erdrick, hero of legend, and thus is thy duty twofold. Thou must needs be king and hero both. 'Tis no easy path, but I trust that thou wilt tread it well.
Pray, stop by to see the item seller this day, Highness. Tidings oft travel fastest among those who cross the land in search of profit. There is much to be learned from such people, and thence to the captain of the guard, and learn that of the sword which he might see fit to teach thee.
Okay. I don't know if any of this stuff is actually going to be useful, but, you know. Okay, we'll go back. We're locked out from everything else. Okay. Highness, just the man I wanted to see. I'm waiting the delivery of a contingent of goods from Fair Moonbrook. I should have been here yesterday, and yet nothing. Alas, due to the sorry state of affairs, my shelves are nigh bare. Though if you would still like to peruse them, you would be most welcome. Okay. Richard Moonbrook, with whom I deal, is a most punctual soul. Not once has he failed to appear ere now. But when men are ever wont to oversleep or otherwise tarry, all is well, I am sure. Well, well, if it's not my dear friend Prince Charmless. You're in a mighty Erdic, and yet unable to cast so much as a spell to ward off warts. Have you not better to do than fritter away your days in idle conversation? Still thine impertinent tongue, thou saucy rogue. Idle conversation indeed. The prince doth a great kindness to us all in speaking with us of our woes and worries. What quarrel hast thou with such a noble and upstanding young fellow? None. I merely thought that being hero and future king both, that might not befit our prince to rely on main force alone. And that a word of warning to that effect might aid him in his growth. Ahem. Thou thinkest thyself fit to counsel princes, ha! Then thou art boneheaded indeed. Begone, swaggering away with you. Forsooth, fear not, Highness, the people will know full well the purpose of thy daily tour of the town, and how diligently thou practicest thy swordcraft each and every afternoon. Pay no heed to the promptings of green-eyed nincompoops, we stand firmly at thy back. I've kept thee too long already. Away to the practice ground, and may fortune attend thee.
Highness, come, the practice ground awaiteth. Though I fear there is precious little left for me to teach thee. Despite thy youth, thy skill already approacheth mine own, nay, exceedeth it perhaps. To have tutored such a prodigy in the arts maketh me right proud. But I am yet captain of the guard, and have pride of mine own to think of. I do not mean to yield to thee just yet, young prince.
Aww.
Make ready!
These wounds! Friend, what misfortune hath befallen thee?
Brother! Wherefore wouldst thou abandon thy post at Moonbrook Castle? And how came thee to be injured so?
My wounds matter not. The king, I must speak with him. Please.
Of course. His Majesty will see him, surely. Come, we will take you there.
What is the meaning of this? What hath befallen thee, friend?
Majesty, Moonbrook Castle attacked. Monsters. A great horde of fiends.
Stay with us. I beseech thee.
Fear not, brother. We shall meet again.
No!
He did his duty to the last, and expended his final breath that we might learn of the assault on Moonbrook. His was a grit and forbearance granted to few, and he must be given a burial befitting such heroism. It seemeth ill deeds are afoot in the kingdom of Moonbrook, but we do not yet know the full truth. Pray, do not speak of this until such time as the facts of the matter have been ascertained, lest panic spread needlessly among the populace. Sire, in the meantime, make ready to defend the city. I would speak with my son. Come, child, below with thee. Another such tragedy befell our world some decades since. A great monstrous horde laid waste to the land of Renderak. The horde was commanded by one who styled himself High Priest Hargon, fearful that the High Priest's minions might make Middenhall their next port of call. My father did shore up the kingdom's defenses and set his men to watch for monsters on the horizon. I must confess that the further the tragedy drifted in time, the more I had thought the danger past. But the similarities between the assault just now reported and the one my father described cannot be denied. Could this be another Renderak? I hardly dare believe it. We must ascertain the facts of what hath befallen Moonbrook as soon as we are able. I would have thee journey to Cannock, there to share these unfortunate tidings with the king of that realm. None can afford to remain ignorant if the horde is abroad. Thence, thou must visit Moonbrook, and see with thine own eyes what hath befallen it. I must needs remain here to see to our defenses, as my father did before me. Wilt thou bear this burden on my behalf, beloved son?
Sure.
I am right glad to hear it. Now, before thou departest, a gift. A necklace, to be precise. The princess's pledge. Ere he became the first and greatest king of this land, thine ancestor, mighty Erdrick, did set out upon a perilous quest to defeat the Dragon Lord. This necklace was presented unto him by a certain fair maiden with whom he did forge a firm and lasting bond on his travels. It shall surely aid thee on thy path. Now away with thee. Venture westward from our realm, and thou shalt reach the village of Leftwine soon enough. From there, cast thine eyes northward, and thou shalt espy the castle of Cannock. As thou well knowst, in Cannock and Moonbrook both are to be found others, through whose veins floweth the blood of the hero of legend. Take care, my child. I have faith that thou wilt see thy duty done.
Before thou departest, Highness, pray take this. Turn to gold and some items. We knew that peace could not last, and yet for Moonbrook to have fallen is a blow beyond imagining. Know that His Majesty sends thee forth as duty dictates. He is after all a king, and a descendant of mighty Erdrick to boot. He is also a father. I do not doubt that he will fret most mightily for thy safety on the road. I beg of thee, take care. Alright, now we can kind of finally take stock. The person is able to cast a silly spell is neither here nor there. So other person can sense when their fellow man is in need. That is the mark of greatness. Now they tend to set me. Never mind that now. Okay. They're less assuredly alive. And we would like to get there alive. We definitely would. We're gonna need to remember to come back here. Clammy dampness. I checked everything down there, didn't I? Everything that I could open. Alright, it's our first mini medal. There used to be a bridge down here. Alright, we're still level 1. Let's see. Level 2, bizaches! Uh-oh. Hang on. Not quite where I expected it to be. I'm getting killed here. Level 3. A little bit more power. There's a secret spot. Oh, I can't equip the Divine Dagger. Why would you want to actually be able to use what you find? a wee mite of strength. We get a shimmer wing. Please him to be stop creaming me. There's a clearing that allows me to... Level 4. Yeah, resilience is picking up very quickly. We'll divert down to left wine first. The ant problem gets out of control fast. castle is actually very, very close. Just what? Hardly seemed worth it. The old early phase of RPGs where you miss frequently. Left Wine, the town with the cute name for being to the left of Middenhall. $12 gold, you be ripping me off, girl. Okay. We do eventually want better equipment, but... for this exact moment... Oh, it's... okay. Just scanning for secret spots I might not otherwise spot. Oh shit. Man, it looked like it was actually on the other side of the pool. Or the water. Okay. We found it. Forage. I fancied myself an adventurer in my youth, too. Oh, baby. Nice pop-in. Back to Leftwood. Yeah, that's an easy to miss spot. We're gonna need more medicinal herbs to progress. Have to be quite careful. Merely treaded horse manure. I would continue on this adventure, yes. For a little bit longer. Another half hour. Oops. Oh boy. I won't purchase anything yet. Not yet. Not yet. Alright. That's a pretty small place. I imagine Cannock is gonna be a little bit bigger. Mini medal. Armor upgrade seems necessary at this point. Let's quickly scan the rest of this area. And then to the left of the castle, there's also this pickup. Over here. Cannock. Some mini metal. I assume that's intended to be our first experience with a bookshelf that is readable. The princess, eh? Okay, the castle is a walk-in. What's down here? Prisoners. I think it's like the helmet of Erdrick or something that's in there. He is abroad on an errand of such surpassing foolishness that I dare not speak of it. My dolt of a brother. Oh, there's just money in those shelves, huh?
Well met, young Middenhall.
How thou art grown since last we saw thee. Yet the furrow of thy brow suggesteth all is far from well.
Zounds! Moonbrook is fallen? Her armies laid waste by a vast horde of fiends? Yet as thou sayest, we have but one soldier's word. It would behoove us to learn the truth before acting unduly. Wait! Pray, take our boy with thee.
Though some regard him as something of a featherbrained sort, he is assiduous in his daily training with sword and spell.
Where art thou, boy? Thy presence is required in the throne room.
Whatever is the matter, Daddy? If you were looking for that wayward brother of mine, I'm afraid you shan't find him here. He set off for the wellspring of the hero earlier this morn.
Even now, he marcheth to the beat of a drum entirely his own. Mine apologies, fair prince. Yet I could not forgive myself wert thou to go companionless and any harm were to befall thee. Wouldst thou be willing to journey to the wellspring of the hero and bring back my son?
Forgive us for troubling thee so, but we should be ever grateful.
Once thou hast located our boy, do see he is returned to the castle. There are matters I would see discussed before you two depart. Is my cousin Moonbrook no more?
We do not know that, dear. Let us not dwell on that we cannot control, but turn our attentions to that we can.
Quite. Summon the Chancellor. The kingdom must be fortified.
Okay. 26 gold coins.
Quickly, in here! What was all that talk of Moonbrook just now? Good gracious! That is terrible news, and I can well understand why Father is loath to let you go alone. Then it is decided. I will accompany you on your hunt for my darling brother. After all, if he is to play his part as a scion of the hallowed hero, then so must I. It is as I always say, age is no excuse to laze. I hardly think that Mummy and Daddy Dearest will allow me to join you on your journey to Moonbrook. But at the very least, I can help you find my brother, can't I?
Yes.
Wonderful! Well, now that is settled, let us prepare to depart. Adventure awaits. But first I must dress for the occasion. Step outside for a moment, please. Well, what do you make of my traveling togs? I sewed them myself, you know. Honestly, you boys wouldn't know needlework if it poked you in the eye. When a lady asks for your opinion on her outfit, you say it's stunning or breathtaking, or if you're feeling particularly adventurous, sublime beyond belief. Anyway,
Sorry.
on the subject of feeling adventurous, let us be off. Oh, and pray do not stand on ceremony. I have a name for a reason. By all means, call me by it.
Matilda. Not sure if I want it with an H or not. Princess Sarah of Final Fantasy I is with an H. That's the tiebreaker.
Now that is settled, let us fly to the east, over field and forest, and down into the depths of the earth. The wellspring of the hero awaits.
Okay, she's a guest party member. She must officially join later. And of course we can't save here. So I have to go down to left win. Level 5. Okay. It said that long enough. Might be worth like shopping, but we'll. That's gonna be next. It's going to be next episode and next stream's problem. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the follow button one time. Sub, like, share on the YouTube end of things. If you're there, and we'll see you guys again next time. Till then, take care. Have a great one, guys. And we'll see you again next time. Till then, later on, guys.